Man, that song's catchy. Saying it's not the only thing catchy about the show. Hello and welcome to a special video. I get asked a question, like, all the time. What do I think of the new Spider-Man series, the new spectacular Spider-Man series? So I thought I would make a little video here to address it, because I think it deserves its own video instead of just a question on Ask Kev Anything. So sit down, stick around, and enjoy. Now, to put it mildly, the new spectacular Spider-Man series is awesome. I don't care if there's people out there, the haters who don't like this show is the shit. And I'll tell you why. Okay? And it's obvious that I like the show. I mean, looking back at me, like, look at this. Like, I'm buying into the figures. If I buy into the figures for something, it means I like the show. So I'm buying into these figures because the show is cool. Now, things I like about this show, let's start off with the first thing. The characters seem to be all there. Like Gwen Stacy's there in the series, you know what I mean? There's a lot of hammerheads in the series, the Enforcer, like all these people from the original Spider-Man mythos who weren't really in the cartoon series. So it's nice to see them there. Nice to see Marvel use these guys. I can't stretch it enough. I mean, that is awesome on its own. Now, let's look back at the previous Spider-Man series. This is by far the best Spider-Man series since the 94 animated series. Now, grant you, the 94 animated series was probably the best Spider-Man series of all, in my opinion, for the cartoon. I'm not saying this one might not surpass it. I don't know yet. It's too early to tell. But so far, other than the nostalgia of the original 60s cartoon, I mean, nostalgia aside, the cartoon wasn't really that great. I mean, the animation was just the same scene used over and over again. Spidey would fly, swing webs in the middle of a desert, and somehow find a building. Now, in this new series, although I think the main pet peeve people have with this series is the way that these characters are drawn. They're drawn more in a Justice League kind of way, if you will. I thought that too when I first saw the pictures, and I thought, oh shit, man, they're doing JLA Spider-Man. But after actually watching the show, the writing, the dialogue is well worth the animation, because there's a lot of stuff going on in the show. There's a lot of character development. It's not going too fast. It's going at a good pace. We're seeing characters that we don't really usually see, such as Tombstone and people like that. It's cool that every episode is interlinked with the next one, and it progresses. It's nice to see a progression. The origins of the villains are actually a lot more creative, or a lot more, like, okay, this could actually make sense. Not to mention their look. Some of their looks are actually nicer. I mean, granted, the first episode with the Vulture wasn't that great. I mean, the Vulture's never really been one of my favorite villains. So, I mean, it's kind of like, yeah, well, okay, so we start the series off with this. After, though, when we start hitting into Lizard, Electro, and all these guys, like, holy shit. Like, Electro looks so awesome in the show. They did a perfect job on his look. No longer just green, this yellow star on his head. That shit wouldn't fly today. Electro now has got the suit, the hands are burning, the face is on electricity all around it. You know what I mean? The blue eyes and all that. Beautiful! It's beautiful! It's so well designed. I mean, the only one that I'm not really crazy about the look, I mean, the Lizard looked awesome too. The only one I'm not really crazy about right now is this guy over here, Doc Ock. Although we still haven't seen him in, like, merge with the tentacles again and whatnot. I find the look isn't that great, but who knows, maybe the character will make up for the look, I don't know. In the beginning, when I first saw the look of the Venom toy, which is over there, I'll get him out here for you. I was kind of like, I don't know about that. But you know what? I'm looking at it now, I'm like, yeah, I can see it. Why not? I mean, this doesn't look half as bad as the one from Spider-Man Unlimited. Now that was shit. Now this is actually pretty cool compared to that. I mean, the series so far has been great. It's been a treat watching it. It's nice to see all the old villains come back again. You know what I mean? It ain't, they're not trying to use new villains like, you know what, well, I'm not going to say it, but you know what comic book I'm talking about, or what story arc I'm talking about in Spider-Man. They're sticking to the originals and just revamping them, and it's awesome to see. It's kind of got a Spider-Man, Ultimate Spider-Man is what I want to say. It's kind of got an Ultimate Spider-Man feel to it. I so far absolutely love the series. I mean, it's fun to watch. It's good. The dialogue's good. The action is great. The fights between them are awesome. The cinematics, like Sandman's fight against Spider-Man, really nice. Spider-Man's fight against Rhino, really nice. A lot of good stuff. I mean, if you haven't been watching the show this Saturday, watch it. Go online, find the episodes. See, look at that, man. Spider-Man is so into the action, the guy just jumped off the couch. Like, he's saying, like, screw this shit, man. I gotta go bust some criminals. So, on that note, see you later, guys. Take care.